Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Belmont Park here on Sunday. It is October the 23rd, 2016. Gonna look at the stakes races 7 and 8. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections from racetracks around the world. Today's 7th race from Belmont Park is the second running of the English Channel Stakes, purse $100,000 for 3-year-olds. We have a field 14 horses, 13 horses and also eligible, 14 horses main track only. They're traveling a mile on the Widener turf course here, rail at 18 feet from its true position. Mile on the Widener. And my top selection here will go to the 3 horse here, number 3, who is Isotherm. Gonna go 3-1-4-8, 3-1-4-8. Number 3, Isotherm, John Velasquez for George Weaver. Last time out, ran a Laurel in September the 24th, mile and the 8th in the Commonwealth Derby, Grade 2 Commonwealth Derby. So let's finished second by length that day. Had a horrible post position, broke from the 10 hole, was wide, closed up a little bit, but if this horse had a better post position, I think this horse would have won that day. Start before this horse ran at Saratoga, mile and 8th, September the 3rd in the Saranac. Horse finished third by length, stalked the pace that day, and, just had nothing left to catch the winner, Inspector Linney, and the second place finisher Camelot Kane, who actually won next start out, but didn't have enough to catch that field. And then the Hall of Fame Stakes, August 5th at Saratoga, mile 16th. Horse finished 5th by 2 1/4 lengths. First start since a layoff, and really just didn't have anything. Was very rank. Wanted to run. Jose Lascano wasn't letting him run that day. Plus he hasn't started since January 2nd. That was at Gulfstream Park in the Diana Beach. Horse finished second by head, had the lead in the stretch, and then got caught. I think this horse should do well. 1-for-1 over this turf course. Won the Pilgrim last season. So I'm going to go with this horse here as a top selection. So to recap my bets for race number 7 from Belmont Park, it's named after the champion, British Cup champion of 2007 from the turf, English Channel. It's English Channel Stakes. Going to go with the 3 horse here. Going to do a superfecta. Going to go 3-1-4-8, 3-1-4-8. Now to race number 8 from Belmont Park, which is the 39th running of the Athenia Stakes, Grade 3, purse $200,000 for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. We have a field of 11 horses, the 11 horses main track only, traveling a mile and a 16th on the inner turf course. If we can get this page to load, traveling a mile and a 16th inner turf. This race is always, for some reason, the last few years, this race has been coming up really good. And this year, no exception. This year I'm going to go with the 2 horse, an invader from Europe, the number 2 horse, Okana. Going to go 2-1-7-10, 2-1-7-10. Number 2, Okana, 6-1, Luis Saez on this one, from coming in from France to actually run, getting first-time Lasix also, and only carrying 113 pounds. But last time out, San Siro on September 25th in Italy, in the Group 3 stakes race they had that day. This horse finished second by a neck with Maxime Guyon, the French jockey, up that day. Couldn't catch the winner. I could not find the replay for that race. According to the running line, he held the rear over. He was gaining 2 furlongs on. He just kept going. So that kind of gives me the idea that he just didn't like the course. It wasn't really closing up that good that day. Plus, it was the horse's first start since July the 2nd at Deauville in France. 7 furlongs in the Prix de la Porte Maliette Stakes, a Group 3. Horse finished 4th by 4 3/4 lengths at 10-1. Lost to Jimmy 2 times. This horse lost to him 2 starts in a row. And, just really was weakening that day. I don't think he liked the 7 furlong distance. I think this horse is better mile 16th distance. Second off the lay, should do well. And also, the Lasix should really give this horse a great advantage here today. Different ride to Luis Saez today from Maxime Guyon, who rode this horse in every other start this horse has ever had. But, like I said, I think this horse should do well. Last win for this horse came at Shunty back in March on the all-weather they had there. 6.5 furlongs. This horse won by 3/4 length. Got the lead in the final. 100 yards and really just had a nice victory. So going to go with this horse here as a top selection. So to recount my bets for race number 8 from the Belmont Park is the Athenia, 39th Athenia. Going to go with the 2 horse Okana. Going to go 2-1-7-10, 2-1-7-10. So good luck to all and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.